morning, folks. Welcome back. New day, new week. It's Monday morning. It's 8:45 a.m. Nova Scotia time on the morning of Monday, the 15th day of November, 2021. Time flies. Today's video is on a very unpleasant subject. It's the opening salvo of World War III. You say, why is he making a video on World War III? We've had World War I and World War II in the past century. And just, people, please, open your eyes. It's a bit like investing sometime. You don't need big reports or analyst report or information nobody else has. Just look at what's going on in the world. Okay, and put two and two together. Use a little bit of common sense and patience and persistence, and usually it turns out right. In this case now, it turns out the way I see this, it turns out bad unless we get some backbone in the Western world and stand up. Right now we have a president of the United States, the greatest country in the face of God's earth ever, that is Sleepy Joe. I think at times that man doesn't know the time of day. He's going to meet with this leader of Communist China tonight, Xiaoping. Going to meet with him. And he'll have the wool pulled over his eyes. We have a guy up here in Canada, Justin Trudeau. Lets the communist Chinese come into northern Canada to do cold weather, winter warfare exercises. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just beyond comprehension. Now, there's no question the biological germ warfare inflicted upon the world by the Communist Party of China was opening salvo of World War III. Then they're making overtures to Taiwan. And for the umpteenth time, real China, free China is Taiwan. Mainland China, occupied communist country. I'm going to repeat that one. Mainland China, occupied communist country, and they are our enemy. They are our enemy. We go back briefly to biological germ warfare. It's caused umpteen damage to numerous businesses. Some companies have done very well under it, actually. Okay, supply chain, the PU's been supply chain, increased prices hardly go otherwise. Some cases legitimate, some cases is not. Okay, there's lots of small and medium-sized independent companies. Well, they're badly bent. People are very resilient. Companies and free enterprise is a very resilient system. Okay, and people, human beings are very resilient people. No question there. But there are some businesses, some companies, are so badly damaged by this, they'll never recover. Okay, they'll recover, they won't recover in the same form. Okay, numerous grief and hardship. And there's all these support programs in Canada, US. If you were in Bangladesh or rural countries in Africa or South America where there's no support, they are really, really damaged by this. But anyway, the Western world, free enterprise and capitalism will survive. But in the meantime, Communist Party of China is our enemy. Make no mistake about it. First is biological germ warfare. And it's had some very unintended consequences. Real estate prices have gone up in little areas of rural Nova Scotia. Stuff you couldn't even get a bid on now. Offer on is sold for higher prices and above asking price. Lumber prices went up. Housing boomed. Okay, so there's unintended money that people spent on other goods and travel were spent last year, 2020, building garages and decks in the house and building new homes. That's fine. It's wonderful. You need building, construction, and automobiles and transportation. Two huge drivers are our economy. So that's wonderful. Nothing wrong with that. But I go back. What Communist China is doing is it reminds me, if you study history like I do, I don't know it all, but I'm a history buff, to put it mildly. It reminds me of Europe pre-World War II. okay, pre-World War II. Winston Churchill was the odd man out. They have Neville Chamberlain. Who would Neville Chamberlain be of today? The Winston Churchill of pre-World War II would be President Trump. And members with backbone in the Republican Party like President Trump. Out of office right now, but he'll be back. He'll be back. We'll have Trump 2024. Okay. Who's Neville Chamberlain? By far, Sleepy Joe. And you look like Justin Trudeau in the liberal media. Be it the CBC in Canada, or most social media platforms, or the mainstream media and the BBC, mainstream airwave media, TV stations in America, and they just lap it all up. So please, awake! I'm going to ring a bell here. It's not Santa Claus. It's wake-up time, my dear friends. We must awake and see what communist China is doing. It's very dangerous, and with that, I'm going to wrap this up. It's a fairly short video by my standards. It's just about 9 minutes before 9 o'clock in the morning, on the morning now of Monday. Hopefully by now you've all had a good breakfast yourselves. If you haven't, get one in you, so you have lots of zip, piss, and vinegar. And with that, stand and guard, and I think be diligent. I repeat, the biological germ warfare that was inflicted upon the world by the Communist Party of China is opening salvo in World War III. With that, I got to go. I wish you all the best. God bless. Share the video far and wide. Promote discussion. Press the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Have a good week, everybody.